Welcome back, everyone, to Classroom Diaries. Today, I'm your host, Lily Kite, and we're going to be talking about a topic I know most of us can relate to: teachers. I know we all have that teacher that makes us engaged in class, we are excited to learn, and knows how to connect with us. But let's be honest, we've also had that teacher that makes us want to hit our heads against the walls. So, how do teachers affect our academic success? When talking about academic success, we have to understand it can be defined in many ways. So, we've taken upon ourselves to put it into three categories to make it easier for you guys to understand. Our first category are slaves to the books. These are the people that are very academically inclined. Next, we have C's make billions. These people care less about grades and more about real world applications. And lastly, we have chalk line. These people aren't very engaged in class and they do not care that much about academics. By recognizing these different student perspectives, it allows the teachers to adapt their environment to engage and effectively teach each and every student. So, enough of me blabbing along. Let's get into some real perspectives from my fellow members.
Have you ever stayed up late at night past 1 a.m. trying to study?
No.
Well, I have. Let me just say that I am the type of student who performed exceptionally well in school. My name is Samara Valencia, and today I'll be talking about slaves to the books. My view of academic success means getting good grades, scholarship, remarkable transcript, and oftentimes making my parents proud. I hold myself to high academic standards and constantly look for different ways to develop my knowledge further. William Zinsser in College Pressure says, today looking good is no longer good enough, especially for those who wish to go to law school or medical school. Suddenly, my great drive and dedication comes with a price. I have sacrificed my sleep, going out with friends, and even my mental health to maintain excellence within my academic. But here's the thing, no one is perfect and no one should constantly feel like they have to be. Teachers can promote academic balance by encouraging students to prioritize their well-being. In the end, to be a well-rounded student, you need to know when to give yourself a little break.
To gain a deeper insight into the mind of slaves to the books, I sat down with a fellow student, Sophie Sandoval, who understands the struggle of balancing academic success and personal well-being. Here is what she had to say.
Here we have Sophie Sandoval. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So we'll start off with our first question. How do you define academic success?
Academic success to me is being able to maintain good grades. By that, I mean preferably B's and A's, but also being able to maintain a social life and being able to time manage all of your courses. So that's what it means to me.
Do you believe teaching techniques or workload affect your stress levels?
I definitely think so because everybody learns differently. For example, I think I'm more of a visual learner and not everybody learns that way. So it can become really difficult for them in class to be able to grasp the concept. And then I feel that teachers a lot of the time give too much work at the same time. So the whole semester they won't give a lot of work, but at one certain time, one certain week, they'll give a lot of work. And I think that just drives people insane. And then it really affects their grades because I think a lot of the time they're trying to meet the deadline and they don't do everything that they're supposed to.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for joining us. It's been a
you.
pleasure.
Hey everyone, my name is Karim Kowal, and now I'm going to be diving into the struggles of senior civilians. I have a friend in class that doesn't really be around class, but at the end of the day, he still gets the work done and has a good grade ending of the semester. And that is an example of senior civilians.
So where does the name come from?
The name senior civilians come from the common trend of billionaires who are average to non-average students in school, but in the end became billionaires. For example, Steve Jobs and Bill Gates. While they didn't academically prevail, in the end they still became billionaires. I am a student who doesn't very thrive in school, but I have big plans for the future. I may not be aiming for straight A's, but that doesn't mean that I lack ambition. Instead, I'm thinking ahead, like what job will I get in the future, and how much money will that make me? I'm thinking for real world success. While school may not excite me, I tend to think about the real world success more.
How do you think teachers can help us?
The ways how teachers could help this are by showing visual aids or video presentations, because I have noticed that teenagers tend to grasp information more by those types of topics rather than reading and listening to lectures. Therefore, while not every student is looking for a 4.0 GPA, some students just want to be prepared for the real world success. So, does grades really measure your success?
Hope you all are still engaged. My name is Brian and today I will be talking about chalkline students.
What is a chalkline student?
Well, basically, a chalkline student is a student that is on the edge of passing. Like, for example, back in primary school, for me, teachers would always shout at us and be like, "You the pan chalkline." A study conducted that students get bored 50% of the time during each subject order. In other words, traditional learning techniques lead students like myself to be uninterested in grades and school altogether. And I like to call that plug out. So, to help students plug in, teachers can make the class time more visual, like Karim mentioned, and additionally add more Kahoots and video presentations so that students can be more attracted and grasp the information more easier. In the end of the day, us as chaplain students are not incapable of being more successful when it comes to grades and school, but we just need a more attractive learning process from the teachers.
Whoa, were those not some of the most perfectly crafted perspectives on academic success? At least I think so. Today's discussion showed that academic success does not just fit in one box. Some people are guided by grades, others by life experiences, and some people are still not sure what path they fit in. But we can see that academic success is heavily rooted in meaningful learning. When teachers adapt their teaching techniques to fit everybody, like, for example, making it the pressure of overachievers less, or by making learning more applicable, or by making learning more engaging, each and every student thrives in their learning environment. At the end of the day, life is not going to be the same for everyone, and we do not all have the same set of goals for ourselves. So let yourself define what success means to you, and hopefully with the guiding hands of teachers, you can achieve it. That has been all for our latest episode of Classroom Diaries. I hope everyone likes and subscribes and see us at our next episode. Thank you all for joining.